morning, everybody. We just left all the shit here yesterday because we've got three. It doesn't look like there's three different stations, but there's three different stations, and we don't want to touch anyone else's bolts. I know where my shit is. Kieran says he knows where all his shit is, and then apparently Dan knows where all his shit is on the floor. So we just left everything where it was. We're waiting for the little seal. It's almost like a little small crankshaft seal, that's what it almost looks like. And that's gonna go on between the clutch packs and, what would you call it, a cover plate? Yeah. Cover plate? We're waiting for that from TPS. Apparently they are on the way, but without that we can't even start because we can't even put the clutches in, we can't even do anything. So right now we're just waiting for TPS. Hopefully they're gonna be here. The cover plate bolts, which obviously just go over the cover plate which attached to the clutch pack. There's 6 of them, I believe, and they're 10 Newton meters. I always find that in clutches and stuff, you always are quite surprised by how they don't really get torqued down that much. Even with the S13, they were like 12 Newton meters for the cover plate. But yeah, 10 Newton meters for those 6 bolts around the cover plate. The stuff has arrived. Are you happy?
Yes.
Also, we get a new one of these things.
Yeah. One of them.
I mean, it would have been good if these seals came with the £800 box of parts, which come with fuck all. There she is.
There it is.
Like a little crank seal.
Got weight on it, and just use the jacks as the weight, because as soon as we get it up there, we're gonna have to actually lift
it and yeah. Is it on the spine now or?
Yeah, it's on the dowel.
Yeah, was it? Oh, cool.
Near enough. The bottom's all the way on, but the dowels are slightly off. But obviously, it's near enough there.
Okay, so the box is back on. All the bolts are in tight, we think. So now it's just pretty much the reversal of what we did yesterday. So I'm going to jump straight into the drive shafts and all that stupid shit. Dan's going to do the flywheel bolts and all the coolant lines to the box and all that kind of stuff. Dan, the gearbox man's going to be doing the gearbox things. I'm going to be doing a horrible job of putting these drive shafts back in. Right, so we've been at this an hour. Would you say an hour?
Yeah, about an hour.
Yeah.
Just over.
Gearbox is back on. The drive shafts are back on. Just finishing the rest of it now, so we're just putting the oil cooler back up to the box, putting the lines onto the oil cooler. The shifter cables are on. Most of the electrics are on, other than these here, which goes to the steering rack. And then once the steering rack's bolted up, after this oil cooler's on, we can start putting the rest of the stuff on. So DPF, exhaust, prop shaft. Hopefully we should have this up and running by like, well, on the ground by like 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Okay, so pretty much everything's on. The gearbox is topped up with oil. Got oil in the gearbox. All the connectors are on. Prop shaft is on. Pretty much everything is back on. The only thing we've got to do is just do the exhaust, the DPF, and then obviously just the rest of the brackets. So we're going to put the exhaust on first. It's all in one piece, so it shouldn't be too difficult. And then DPF, which again shouldn't be too difficult. And then Kieran's going to have to do some laptop things. And then we can go for a drive. Ah! Now it's time to put this beautiful DPF back in. It needs to come up. There we go. Right, we are fucking miles off that. Right, I think it's going to be easier
If you hold it and I do.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll
Right, and then just that one single nut, which I've got in my pocket from underneath the car. Right, let's take her up. Right, she's coming down, ready to be programmed, but first of all, the most important thing is Daddy needs a McDonald's. Yeah, but it's back on the floor. We're going to get the battery back up. Game's just finishing this Golf Turbo. And then we need to reprogram the new clutches and take it for a spin. But first of all, we need a McDonald's because fucking starving, mate. But we did it. Well, hopefully. Right, so we're going to start the car.
It's going to be lit up like a Christmas tree, but as long
as
it starts, yeah.
I'm used to it lit up like a Christmas tree anyway.
Okay, there's no lights on.
There will be, because it should say brake pads in a minute, and it should say service due. Oh, maybe we shut the boot. Oh wait, yeah, brake pads, but we knew that. Oh, coolant level. Right, should we just check the coolant quick then?
Yeah.
So it's coming off the ramp, and we're going to be doing the programming. This is scary, because let's hope it actually goes into drive. We've got the spoiler up for extra scene points. Is it going to go into drive?
Right.
Hey! Damn, baby! Need to, my exhaust, yeah. Yeah. So one of the hangers snapped on the exhaust, that's why it's sitting like that. But it's just good with the spoiler up. So she's outside. What we're doing, Kieran?
Just coding it. Well, we're just recalibrating all the clutch points. Has this got a key thing?
No, it's just keyless. So is it similar to what we did last time?
It's the same thing we done last time.
Oh,
yeah.
just so it's a clutch adaptation, really.
Yeah, pretty much.
Right. And then you're going to go and take it for a spin?
Yeah.
And do a couple of big sends?
I'm not going to do big sends, but I'll do some little ones.
And it's just doing that now and that's it?
Yeah.
Simple as that?
Simple as that, as long as it's complete successfully.
Right.
The first one did though, so...
What would make it not complete successfully?
Not enough oil,
yeah.
Something wrong with the clutches, but obviously they're new, so
right.
There's not going to be any issues with them.
So what he's doing is, so there's 3 different calibrations you've got to do, is there 3?
No, like 8 or 9.
8 or 9?
I think so, I can't remember the exact number.
Right, okay. So there's quite a few. So you're going to do them, and he's going to take it for a drive, go through the gears, etc. We're going to come back, check the oil level in the gearbox, and then you're going to redo them again. Or if the oil level's fine, leave it. Yeah. But if you have to top up the oil level anymore, then you're going to recalibrate them again.
We'll probably do them again anyway, there's no harm in doing them.
Probably just, right, so just calibrate them again after a first drive. I'm excited! So there's no clutch slip! Woohoo! And we have our fresh gearbox map now.
Yeah, so you might have a little bit more torque as well.
Oh really?
Potentially, yeah, it depends on how they map the ECU.
Right, okay.
But there's torque limiters on the gearbox software, which are now raised, so...
oh!
But it depends on the ECU software, whether they are like adapting to those original torque limiters, if that makes sense.
Okay. So how long would you say to just drive normally for?
So as per the Audi technical info, there is no bedding period.
Right.
But I would just do like
A couple hundred miles.
a few hundred miles.
So
Yeah.
if I just drive home tomorrow and it's just like normal?
Well, you tend
Right.
to say on bedding periods, motorways don't count.
Yeah, because you're not changing
Yeah,
gears.
so take off the motorway,
Yeah.
and then just do. I'd probably do like 300-400 miles or so.
Right. So that just don't do any more. Don't do anything like you just did, pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah.
But we needed to know if it was going to work, and that's good. Yeah, it would have gone.
It should be fine. Like I say, on the Audi technical info, there is no bedding period suggested, so it should be fine.
Yeah, but best be safe than sorry.
Exactly.
Yeah, because something like that, especially with how many of them there are,
Yeah.
it'd be weird just getting in and just flooring it, you know. But oh, look at dogs. But yes, it's gonna be nice. Actually, well, not straight away, but honestly, you don't understand how I've had to drive this car for the past like 4 months. It's been torturous. Absolutely, is that a word?
Yeah, I reckon so.
So it's been absolutely torturous, honestly. It's just like overtaking anything, like yeah, it would have gone fucking flying high, mate.
Yeah.
Right, so we're gonna pull it in, just get it up on the ramp one last time and just double check the transmission oil. Yep.
Yeah.
and then make sure it's at the right level, and then we're just going to finish off putting everything back on the car. So we need to just put all the under trays on and a couple of brackets and stuff like that, because we left them off just in case we did need to top up the gearbox oil. So we're going to simply just take the fill plug off the box, which is on the side here, and hopefully it starts dribbling down.
Yeah. Oh, need a little bit more.
Needs a little bit more, yeah. So took about a quarter of a litre of oil when we checked it. So just doing one more reset.
One more reset and then we're
One more reset and we're good to go. Oh, here she is. She's outside, off the ramp. Yay! Woohoo! So, yeah, it took us a couple of days to do it. You could actually do that job in a day. We just like started late and we had to wait for parts to arrive, and then Dan had to go out, Kieran had to go out and stuff. But yeah, it's done. So happy. Kieran wants me to just do like 50 miles around here just to make sure everything's okay just before I drive down to Essex tomorrow. But I trust him, man, do you know what I mean? And it's Kieran's just been flooring it in 6 and it's not been slipping at all, so I'm fucking buzzing. I've not had my foot down this car for like 4 months, so huge thank you to KWJ Performance. Obviously you guys have watched the channel for a long time, you know that me and Kieran go back like a few years, and I used to spend every day here when I lived up here, and just how far he's come now. Obviously it was just him just doing, you know, selling carbon fibre bits and just doing little bits and doing detailing and stuff. Now he's got his own detailing company and KWJ Performance. He's got a load of staff who are awesome guys as well. So honestly, a huge thank you to them. They've grown so much in the past 2 years, and obviously their work just shows themselves, and that's why they've grown so fast. They do anything, but they do specialise in like Golfs, Audis, S3s, things like that. Golf R's are their bread and butter, so to say. So yeah, head over to Instagram, at least give them a follow. If you know need any work doing to your Golf R, at least give them a follow. They've helped me out massively here. So yeah, I suppose we're gonna do a little bit of driving later. Kieran, we're gonna wait for Kieran to come back. He's just nipped to his other business to sort some electric or something like that. We'll wait for Kieran to come back, we'll say thank you, and we'll let Kieran say goodbye and that. But yeah, Kieran's coming to all of our rallies as well for True Rally, so he's a really good friend of mine and he's doing really well, so it's lovely to see.